Okay, good. Heck of a football game, and really proud of our guys just finding another way to win. And defense obviously was really, really good tonight. The 3 takeaways and fourth down stop, blocked field goal to win it, and they just they carried us. You know, it was awesome to see those kids rise up against a really good Liberty offense, an offense that was averaging 500 yards and 49 points a game. To hold them to 14 points and 279 yards is pretty epic. It was a great performance by that side of the football. And so really proud of those kids, proud of Aidan White, first career interception. Isaac Duffy Webb comes in and gets an interception, filling in for Tanner when Tanner got ejected, and had to overcome ourselves 14 penalties, which obviously we can't have, and I got to get that fixed, and the kids got to be more mature. There's a lot of costly ones as well, but we found a way to win, and so got to get better, obviously, offensively than we were tonight, and that hasn't been an issue this year, and I know those guys will take that to heart, but tonight it's about celebrating the win and knocking off a top 25 team that had 2 ACC wins coming into that game. They were playing for a lot tonight. And for us to get bowl eligible in a game like that and find a way to win, very proud of this football team and this coaching staff. Questions?
Go ahead, Jonas.
Coach, you always talk about complementary football, and you kind of touched on it in your opener, but is this one of the best all-around performances from your defense and your special teams to not bail out the team, but kind of pick up the slack when the offense was struggling a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, our goal tonight was to get the ball back for our offense and make their defense have to beat us. You guys saw how they control the clock, and so we knew that by going 3 and out or having takeaways, as we call them on defense, that we could run the football, and I thought we would score more points than we did. But special teams needed to be great, and Bailey had a great punt. We were able to flip the field and pin him, which resulted in a safety by Isaiah Moore, which was a huge play in the game, obviously, too. To win by 1, the safety was part of that victory, and that was a huge play field position-wise. So our defense and special teams won, and that's 2/3 of the game, you know, and that's how it goes. And we knew that we needed to do that tonight with our special teams. And Trent Gill had a huge punt, you know, at the end of the game as well to flip the field.
Go ahead, David.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on the win. Can you talk just a little bit more about Aidan White and just how big it is to have a true freshman come and make a game-changing play like that?
Yeah, you know, Aidan's been playing well since fall camp, and he's a young man that has really good talent. He's a 3-time state champion in the hurdles, very athletic. He's a guy that you'd love to redshirt in a normal year and put weight on. But with our situation at corner, it's just been developing him. And Malik has struggled, you know, the last couple of weeks. And so we felt like getting Aidan in the game in our dime package was something that would help us. Aidan had 3 interceptions in practice on Thursday. And so he showed us he was ready. And so we gave him the opportunity, and he made a play. And it was a huge play in the game.
Go ahead, Brett.
Dave, was the field goal block, was that a play or was that just Levi Jones making, you know, a great individual effort? And what is it about him in blocking kicks? I think this is 3 now for him this season.
Right. Yeah, well, Levi deserves credit for obviously making that play. All of our field goals on defense are block attempts. That particular one was a max block where we had 2 jumpers behind our guys that were rushing the interior and exterior. So Levi aligned between the goalposts and said it hit him in the elbow as he came up and hugged me after the game. But he's long, he's athletic, he's got a knack for it, and that's his 3rd block of the year. So kudos to him, and it was a huge play in the game, obviously a game winner.
Thank you, Dave. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Dave, you've talked all year about the resiliency of this team. Obviously, looking at everything that happened tonight between, kind of the back and forth nature of this game and Tanner getting ejected and young guys having to step up and make plays, would it be safe to call this one of the most resilient performances that they've had?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just so proud of these guys. I mean, everything that's come at them, they've responded, and people have doubted this football team all year. And for us to now sit here with 6 wins and 2 top 20 wins, top 25, I guess, says a lot about them, and very proud of them. And I think anytime we see adversity in our program, we look at it as an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to prove people wrong. We carry a big chip on our shoulder, and tonight I think the guys flipped it, whereas the defense's turn to win the game, and very proud of them.
Go ahead, Rob.
Coach, looking from afar, it seemed almost like the game had a tension to it. Did you think your guys felt that? Did it seem like a really, really big game? And maybe did that contribute to some of the penalties and things like that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll have to talk tomorrow. I don't understand why we're jumping off sides on defense. I mean, we're literally yelling with no crowd, at the guys on the sideline, hard count. And we yelled dojo, which means don't jump off sides. And everybody's screaming it. So for us to do that multiple times, there's no excuse. It's absolute poor discipline and immature, and we got to get that fixed. Every game we should be chippy. We should be carrying an edge every game. And tonight their team was playing for a lot, They were. I mean, they're playing for a chance to try to elevate their program into the top 20 and be one of those teams that's in the conversation. So they were playing extremely hard, and so were we. But that's not an excuse. There's no way we should be jumping off sides or false starting. To me, those are mental penalties that are inexcusable.
And conversely, do you think this is a win that elevates your program? You guys have cemented a winning season, at least regular season-wise.
I do. I think, we've gone on the road and beaten a top 20 team. Now beating one at home that had 2 ACC wins. To be sitting here with 6 wins, and I don't understand how teams are ranked with 1 game or 2 games. I mean, to me, I think that's ridiculous. We have 6 quality wins, conference wins, 5 quality conference wins, and a top 25 win. So hopefully the people will look at that. Obviously we're bowl eligible, and beating another team in the top 25 should help us when it comes down to those decisions. But we're doing our part, to finish strong, and hopefully we'll continue that as we get into these next 2.
All right. Thank you very much, Coach.